Welcome to Get Organized at Work. I'm your host, Kayla Fahey-Ahrndt, healthcare leader, mom of three, and your go-to guide for ditching the chaos and taking control of your workday. This is the show where we turn overwhelming to-do lists into clear, actionable plans so you can crush your goals and show up as your best self at work and in your life. Whether you're here for strategies to stay ahead or systems to simplify your workday, you're in the right place. Let's get organized, have some fun, and make this year your best year in your career yet. Let's dive in. Hello. Welcome back to Get Organized at Work podcast. I'm Kayla. I'm your host, and today we're kicking off a brand new series that I'm pumped about. It's called Fix This System. I'm so excited. It's going to be really fun. We're going to start with one of the biggest pain points I see across leaders, professionals, working moms, honestly, everyone, which is your to-do list. Because if your to-do list feels overwhelming, scattered, or like it's just not working, I want you to hear this right away. It's not you. It's the system. We all have so many things on our list. So today we're going to fix that. All right, so let's paint a picture. You wake up, you open your laptop, and immediately your brain goes, oh, wait, what do I need to do today? And then it starts with you checking your email. You look at your calendar, you open your notes app. Maybe you have a sticky note somewhere. Maybe you wrote your to-do list yesterday or rewrote it from the day before or the day before that. And within about, like 10, 15 minutes, already you just start feeling behind. And you're like, oh, I don't think I can do this. And it's not because you're not capable. It's not because you're not motivated, but it's because everything is everywhere. And I used to do this all the time. I would constantly rewrite my to-do list after I checked a bunch of things off, thinking that somehow if I just organized it better, I would feel more in control. But instead, I felt busy without actually moving anything forward. And if you've been an OG podcast listener, you've heard me talk about the to-do list that really triggered me to really figure out leader standard work and create systems for to-dos. And that's when I used to say I had 3 notebook pages of tasks, front and back, 26 lines on a notebook page. You do the math. That's so many, right? And I learned as a leader, your tasks really never end. You finish something and something else gets added. So let's dive into what the real problem actually is. What's actually happening is most people manage their work in 5 different places, even if you try to keep a consolidated to-do list. Your email inbox, your brain, right? We think we're going to remember stuff, which I do this all the time. I'm like, oh, I don't need to write that down, but you do. Random notes, a planner, maybe a project tool, kind of. And what happens is you duplicate tasks or you forget things, and you honestly waste a lot of energy trying to remember or trying to decide what to do. And you start your day in reaction mode, which never feels really good. So it's not a time problem or like a motivation issue. It's a system issue. And once I realized that for myself, it changed everything. So I want to share that with you today. When I stopped asking myself, how could I be more productive? And started asking what system can make this easier for me, that made all the difference. So that's what we're going to walk through today. And this is a system I use now. And I'm telling you, it's simple, it's realistic, and it actually works with your brain instead of going against it. And there are 3 parts. Part 1 is the capture system. Part 2 is categorizing by type and not urgency. And part 3 is a daily focus. So let's go over all 3. Part 1, the capture system. Everything goes in one place, not 5 places. Not I'll remember that or I'll leave that in my email. One specific place. Because every time you store tasks in multiple places, it can create mental clutter. You're forcing your brain to constantly scan and remember. I don't know if you ever feel like this. Your eyeballs are everywhere on your computer screen. You're constantly context switching and you're thinking, wait, where did I put that? That is exhausting. So instead, give your brain a home base, a single capture system where everything goes. If you heard me talk about my ultimate OneNote hub, that's one of the reasons I created it that way, is because it's my one-stop shop. So you just need a single capture system where everything goes. All right, part 2 is categorized by type and not urgency. So this can be a little bit conflicting because we've all seen the Eisenhower matrix, like urgent and important and all that stuff. But this is where most to-do lists fall apart. We create one giant list and then we try to prioritize it in the moment, which can be really hard when everything feels like really important or really urgent. So your brain just goes, nope, and you check out. Instead, let's simplify. We break tasks into categories like today, this week, projects, and waiting on. And this is powerful because now you're not staring at 50 tasks all in a row trying to figure out what matters. You're looking at a structured system of buckets that already did the thinking for you. Part 3 is daily focus. This one is everything. You don't need 20 priorities in the day. Again, if you've been around for a long time, you know I actually Googled the word priority and priorities, and it was singular in the early 1900s. And then somehow along the way, the last 100 years, we've made priority be priorities. Priorities traditionally had meant there's one single thing that is most important, but now it feels like we have multiple things. And if you are a working professional or leader, yeah, you're going to have to juggle multiple, quote, priorities. But you have a capacity. So you can't get 20 things done in a day. And chances are, if you do try to do that, then you won't get any of them done because you'll become overwhelmed. So you need clarity on the 3 to 5 things. And I usually even say 1 to 3 things if you're really struggling in this area that actually move your work forward. That's it. Because when everything's a priority, nothing is. And when you limit your focus, you can actually finish things, which helps you build momentum. It's kind of like the snowball method. You pay off one small debt, and then you add that money to the next debt and the next one, and you start making bigger and bigger payments. Same things with your tasks and to-dos. It builds your confidence, which makes you feel like, okay, I got this. All right, let's talk about the shift, where the magic happens. Because now you're not rewriting your to-do list every day, and you're not scanning 5 different places. And you're not starting your day overwhelmed. You're starting your day with clarity, direction, and a system that supports you. When you know for a fact you have one source of truth, one place to check, it really makes you feel safe and like your nervous system isn't overwhelmed. You're not, I hope I don't forget anything. And I will say this is going to take some practice. I know for me, forming that habit of, okay, don't have like multiple tasks in this place, and always go to one home base. It took some training for myself. I had to write sort of my daily checklist. Okay, log in, open my OneNote, check my to-do list, right? Or, hey, I'm in my email, I have a to-do, automatically put it in my OneNote right away. So you will have to train yourself to do this. But I really want you to hear this message. Your to-do list is not supposed to stress you out. It's supposed to support you so you get the right things done. And if it's not doing that, I don't want you to blame yourself. We don't have to try harder. We just have to fix the system. So if you're listening to this and you're like, okay, yes, I need this. I did create something for you. It's a simple task system template. It's free. It's super simple version. I created exactly what I walked you through today. So you can grab it in the link in the show notes or the description if you're on YouTube and just start using it. You don't have to overthink it. Just get started. And then if you're like, Kayla, I want the full system already built out for me, that's exactly what I created inside my Ultimate OneNote Hub. And that is the dashboard and the place where I put everything. I'll put the link to that video here. I walk you through your weekly dashboard, the task system, projects, goals. I love it. It's been helping me not drop the ball when I have many, many projects floating in the air right now. So everything's connected in one place. So you can grab that in the link in the show notes as well. But truly, you can start with the free version, try it, let it work for you. You're going to feel lighter. And this is just the beginning of this series because this episode is part of that brand new Fix This System series. I'm excited. And what's next? I think we're going to do Fix Your Week because your to-do list only works if your week is set up correctly. So stay tuned for the next one in this series. All right, my friends and professionals and leaders, that's what I have for you today. If this episode helped you, I want you to send it to a colleague or friend who needs it, and I will see you in the next episode. All right, bye.